Welcome back to my channel. For the first recipe, I'm going to do some kebabs. So you just need your meat, veggies, and then you need some olive oil, garlic, soy sauce, and honey for the marinade. The next step is to cut up all your veggies, and you just want to cut them up about the same size, and that way everything's going to fit nicely on the kebab stick. So you want to cut your veggies, and you also want to cut your chicken, and then put it all into the bowl, and then you just want to mix it up with that marinade. You just want to put some cling film on it and stick it in the refrigerator for a little bit. The next kind of kebabs I'm going to make are ranch and bacon kebabs. So you just need ranch, chicken, and bacon for this. So you want to go ahead and cut up your chicken just like I did before. And then you just want to put in a good 3 tablespoons of ranch, or just a packet of ranch, followed by some olive oil or canola oil, whatever you have on hand. And then, like before, you just want to put some cling film on it and stick it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, but longer would be better. For the bacon, you're just going to lay it on a plate with a paper towel underneath it and a paper towel over top of it. And you're going to stick it in the microwave, and this is just going to kind of pre-cook your bacon a bit, just so that it is more stable on the kebab. And then if you just want to get fancy like me and use a pair of kitchen shears to cut up your bacon instead of chopping it, it worked out a little bit better for me. And then I'm just putting it in a bowl, and it will be ready to put on the kebab sticks. So before you do your kebabs, you want to soak your kebab sticks if you're using the wooden kind, just so that they don't catch on fire. Mine actually caught on fire anyway, so make sure you soak them for a good amount of time, just so that doesn't happen. And then you want to take both your marinades out and just assemble them together. Be careful when you're assembling these, because the one end of the kebab is going to be really, really sharp, and it will poke you like it did me. These turned out really good. I was super impressed, and I want to say that I'll probably make them again. The next recipe I'm going to show you is a queso chicken, and you just want to start by preheating your oven to 375 degrees. You then want to take your chicken and put it in buttermilk and marinate it in the refrigerator. I really don't think this added too much. Maybe it was because I didn't marinate it long enough, but next time I may skip this step, just as a heads up. You then want to lay your chicken in a baking dish, and then you want to take the taco seasoning and go ahead and put it on there, whether you do it on your own or you buy a taco packet. Either one will work. Then you want to heat up your queso, whatever kind you can find. I found this one in the stores with everything going on. And then you want to put half of your rotel on your chicken, and then you want to put half of the cheese on there, and then the rest of the tomatoes, and then the rest of the queso. And then you just want to smear it all over the chicken and get it nice and coated. And the last thing you want to do before you pop it into the oven is just to cover it with whatever kind of shredded cheese you would like. I'm using Colby Jack, but any kind would be fine. Maybe even some pepper jack or something like that would go well with this dish. So now I'm going to show you how to make some simple guacamole to go with this. It's seriously better than anything you can buy in the store, and you can make it to how you like it. And so the first thing you're going to do is cut it in half, and then take that seed out, and then scoop out the green delicious avocado out of the casing. And then you just want to give the avocado a really good mash. And then you're going to begin putting your seasonings in. So I like to put in some ground cumin. It gives it a really good kind of Mexican flavor. And then salt and pepper is always a definite because avocado can be quite bland without salt. And then you just want to mix that up. And then the next thing you're going to put in is some garlic. So whether you do fresh or you do from the jar, either one is going to be fine. And then you just want to put some onion in there, or you can just leave it out if you like and put in some onion powder. The last ingredient, which is crucial to this, is just to put in a little bit of lime juice. So whether it's fresh or from the bottle like I used it doesn't matter. And then you just want to give it a really good stir and your guacamole is made. Casserole comes out looking like this, and let me tell you, it was so delicious. And I couldn't have been more impressed with how it came out. I just served it with some Mexican rice, and then I put that guacamole right on top. And for my last recipe, I'm going to show you how to make some easy homemade biscuits. This is the first time I'm making them, and I will make sure I link all of the recipes below, so don't worry about how much I'm putting in right now. So you just want to put your flour and your butter into a food processor to begin, and you just want to process that a couple pulses just to get that butter incorporated. And it's important that your butter is cold. And the easy thing about this recipe is it's literally just 3 ingredients. So you want to take that mixture that you just pulsed up, and you just want to add in your buttermilk. I'm adding about 3/4 of a cup here of buttermilk, and then you just want to give it a really good stir until it starts forming a dough. Then you just want to dump it out onto a floured surface just so it doesn't stick. And you want to make sure that you flour your hands really good. I didn't at first, and so I had to go back and do that. But make sure your hands or any tools that you're going to use on the dough are floured so that they don't stick. You just want to roll it out. I'm using a rolling pin, but you don't have to. You can find something like a cup or a glass or something to roll it out. And you want to roll it out pretty thick. I made the mistake of not rolling them out pretty thick, so they kind of didn't. They turned out very small, so you want to cut them out very thick. And I'm just going to use a mason jar just because that's what I have. I don't have a biscuit cutter on hand, so you just use whatever you have. A glass is fine for cutting out biscuits. Then you want to place in the biscuits into a 450-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to show you how that I make gravy, just because that goes great with biscuits. And I'm going to start with some really good oil. I had just fried some bacon, and that makes really good oil for making gravy. Then you're going to add in flour, and you're going to just add in flour until you have added enough to go with your oil. At least that's how I do it. I'm sure there's a measurement out there, and I'll link one below, but this is just how I do it. Then you're going to add in your milk when that's cooked for a little bit. Don't let it get cooked too much because it will burn. I've done that before. And you just want to keep whisking continuously until that mixture thickens up. And then you can thin it out with some water or some more milk. And then you just want to season it with some salt and some pepper. And then you want to taste it just to make sure that it is seasoned to your liking. This is one of my favorite dinners of the week. Nothing beats breakfast, especially when it comes with biscuits and gravy. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I just wanted to come on here and thank you again for showing so much love that you have to my videos. I really enjoy making them. Make sure you subscribe and like. And if you want to, leave me a comment and let me know what you liked about my video. And if there's any kind of recipes I should be trying. I have like crazy quarantine hair, but I'm sure y'all understand. And also, I'm going to leave my link to my Instagram. I'm the Coffee Fuel Teacher on there, and I get on there all the time and share my life. So if you would like to follow me on there, you can as well. All right, I will see you in my next What's for Dinner video. Bye.